Hi, and welcome to Qigong Live Online. This is the beginners class. Today we're talking about longevity, and so we're going to introduce the longevity breathing sequence. Now, with breath work, there's lots of different breathing techniques, lots and lots of them. And they all have their different application. I'm going to show you one particular one, which is good for longevity, but it also calms the nerves and it quiets the mind. And this is a very useful thing to do. And we're going to incorporate it inside a Qigong exercise as well. So you're going to get two things going on at the same thing. Instead of just doing the breathing, we're going to do an exercise with the breathing pattern. So you're going to get double the value. For doing one exercise, you're going to get two slots to it. I'll introduce the exercise and I'll show you the normal breathing pattern to it. And then I'll show you what we're going to do as the longevity breathing pattern. This has been proven to, and I've actually done this myself. I've been on a ECG machine where you see the heartbeats going. Yep. And I went to this lady and she monitored them. I'm not quite sure what her modality was. I can't remember. But what she did is she had all the plugs all over me and she monitored my heart. And then she watched the machine and she could see the heart beating. And she saw the regularity of the heart. Then I did the breathing, and I only did the breathing for about 5, 6, I think I did about 7 rotations of the breath pattern. And then she showed me how much it regulated the heartbeat, which was remarkable. Just by doing 7 breaths, 7 in breath, out breath, and how much it regulated the speed of the heart and the distance between the beats of the heart, and everything was perfect. The first one I thought was fine until she showed me the second one. I was like, whoa, it's just like totally different. And all that happened was just by doing long breathing, it's that valuable and that quick. And that's one of the ways that you can de-stress yourself, is just do long, slow. People will say, oh, just take a breath in and breathe out. Well, there's more to it than that, but the principle of that is exactly wrong. Long breath in, long breath out. It just changes the way the heart functions. And so that old wives' tale about doing just take a breath in and breathe out and relax, it's actually more true than we think. But we're going to do it for a longer duration, and then so it's going to have a bigger effect anyway. So first of all, we'll bow. Welcome to the class. We'll enjoy a bit of breath practice today. Roll back on your thumbs. Can we have the distance shot, please? Thank you. Go. Make a fist with your left hand, come with your right, bring it towards your heart, then down to your physical center. Perfect. So the breath practice. I won't give it to you right now because otherwise you'll start putting in the exercise. The exercise we're going to do 2 of them. And they're both from the Taiji Qigong system. One's the first exercise and one's the second exercise, and they're both to do with the lungs. So obviously the lung exercise has got to be good for your breathing. That's an easy one. And the easy one, the arms come straight forward and then they come straight back down again. It's really, really simple. I've picked nice easy ones for you so you can focus more on the breathing, not think about the exercise. And then the hands come down. Yeah. Good. So normally what you do, and we breathe in as the hands come up and the body inflates, and we breathe out as the hands go down. Good. Breathe in as the hands inflate. Breathe out as the hands go down. So that's the normal breath pattern. Nice and simple. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. So this alone will actually calm your mind, calm your heart, calm your stress inside your body. Just this exercise alone, just doing what we're doing now, breathing in and breathing out. Long, slow in breath, long, slow out breath. We're going to add another piece to this, and it's a pause in between the breaths. So we're going to breathe in, and we're going to pause, and then we're going to breathe out. So you hold your breath. You don't breathe in or out. You stop breathing. The bottom, stop breathing. Then breathe in as it comes up. Stop breathing. And then breathe out. There's a gap between the breath, yeah? Stop at the bottom. And then come back up again, breathing in. Now we're going to do 5 seconds. Take a breath in. 5 seconds as we breathe out. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Stop for 2. 1,000, 2,000. Breathe in. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Stop for 2. 1,000, 2,000. Breathe out for 5. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Stop. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out. 1,000, breathing in, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, breathe in, stop for 2, then breathe out, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, hold your breath, for 2, breathe in, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, hold your breath, for 2, breathe out, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Good. Stop, breathe in. Oh, sorry, not breathe in, just pause. Then breathe in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So when you're doing this, stop for 2,000, don't do anything. Don't breathe in or breathe out. And then breathe out 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Stop, hold your breath. 1,000, 2,000, then breathe in. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Stop. 1,000, 2,000, breathe out. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5. Stop for 2. Breathe in for 5. Stop for 2. Breathe out. Stop for 2. Breathe in. Stop for 2. Breathe out for 5. Good. Stop for 2. Breathe in for 5. Stop for 2. Breathe out for 5. Good. And stop there. Just shake the arms out. So, there's a few driving points for this, of course. So when you originally start this exercise, if you're not used to holding your breath for periods of time, the body won't want you to do that, because you have to train yourself how to do this. Also, as when you're moving, you're breathing in. So if I'm breathing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, you have to time it. So you're breathing with a 5, 6, like 5 seconds in, hold for 2, 5 seconds out, hold for 2. 2 seconds, I say 1,000, 2,000, that's equivalent of a second each. So the difficult part, of course, is to time your arms moving from the start. So you get to 5 at the top, have 2 breaths, 2 second break, and then time it for the 5 seconds on the way down. And so when you get to the bottom, you've finished your 5, and that's where the practice is. Yeah, so normally when you're doing it, of course, you don't have your arms, and we're just breathing in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Hold for 2, and then breathe out for 5. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Hold for 2. Breathe in. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So we can regulate that pretty much, and we're trying to regulate the in-breath and the out-breath, so they're pretty much the same generation. And by saying 1,000, 2,000, it's equivalent of a second. That's why they use that terminology. Where you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? And 1, 2, 3, 4 going down. Just want to say hello to George today. Welcome to the class. Thank you for joining me again. You were here last week, so it's good to see you. Well, not to see you, just to talk to you anyway. And so with this idea of this breath pattern, and so to regulate the breath the best you can, and the pauses. And so I use it as a second measurement, and I say 1,000, 2,000, because that's how you say a second pretty much. By the time you say 1,000, 2,000, it's like a second goes tick, tick, tick. Anyway, I think you understand what I mean. So, but when you add another thing to the movement of it, now not only are you focusing on the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, now you focus on the movement of the arms, trying to keep them in time with the breathing. So what I would say is do the breathing like you normally do and adjust the speed of your arms. Don't try and do the other one where you adjust the breathing to the speed of your arms. Adjust the speed of your arms to the breathing. In other words, breathe just normally 1,000, 2,000, 3, and sort your arms out after that. Don't change the breathing. Yep, there you go. So I want to do another one. So a different exercise and slightly different movement, because the exercise is done, there's one part of it slower and one part is slower, and the other part is faster. Yeah. So we incorporate the first piece, this is called Brace the Mountain. So this incorporates two pieces. So we've still got the arms coming up, and we've still got the arms going down, which we've already worked that one out for the 5 seconds. But now we're going to have one at the top. We're going to open the hands, and we're going to open. Now this is a lot bigger movement, that movement open, and when you bring the arms back and you close, it's a lot bigger movement than just bringing the hands up and down. So from here to there is only that far, but from there to there is a lot further. So the counting of the seconds, the breath is going to be the same, but the arms are going to be going faster than they are when they come up like this. You're going to have to move the arms slightly faster to keep inside the breath pattern. Remember, don't change the breathing for what you're doing with your physical body. Change your physical body to keep up with the breath. And in this case, we're just doing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Hold for 2, 1,000, 2,000, breathing out, 1,000, 2,000. And we're doing the same sequence all the time without changing that. But now we're going to coordinate our bodies. But it's tricky because one of them's going to be faster. I just want to say that because I don't want you chasing the breath. I want your arms chasing the breath, not the breath chasing the arms. So breathe. So when you take the two to start with, just hold where you are. Don't breathe in, don't breathe out. Just take a pause of 2 breaths in between 2 breaths. 1,000, 2,000. Good, then breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 5. There you go, we'll do that one more time. Hold for 2. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 5. We're going to do it one more time. Hold for 2. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 5. Good. There you go. Sorry about the confusion of that. It's simple to do the first one, but I did a double movement because there are exercises in Qigong exercises that there's 4 parts to the movement. There's the exercise where you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And so if you're doing a 4-part breath pattern, then I just wanted to show you how you can do it with a 4-part using an exercise that has 2 different breath patterns. So hopefully that's useful to you. Sorry if you just watched the part at the end and the sequence of that. So right now I can feel this huge amount of energy inside my body. My mind's a bit calm, but it's a bit disturbed because of the breath pattern. So hopefully that's useful to you. If you have any questions about it, please ask. Yeah, it's important. And as I say, you can just sit in the car sometimes when you're driving and just, if you're in the traffic lights and you're busy and you've had a stressful day, you can sit there, hold your breath for 2, then breathe in for 5. Hold your breath for 2. Breathe out for 5. Hold your breath for 2. Breathe in for 5. And you can just do this while you're sitting quietly, and you'll find that it just calms you down. Or if you've had an anxious meeting with somebody, or you have to have a phone call, or you need to message somebody, just do this exercise. And what it does is calm the mind, calm everything down inside your body, slows the heartbeat down, and then you're a lot more calm and composed. Takes away the stress out of your body. It's such a valuable tool to do. As I say, it's quite easy to do, especially if you're just doing single exercises. Hold for 2, the top and the bottom, and just synchronize the exercise so that you're moving the body at the same speed for the in-breath and the out-breath. 5 in, 5 out, and pause at the top for 2 breaths, and pause at the bottom for 2 breaths. Well, sorry, not for 2 breaths, for two spaces. So you don't want to breathe during the 2. The 2, you're holding the breath, top and the bottom, and you're just counting the in-breath for 5 and the out-breath for 5. There you go. There you go. Hopefully that's useful. Have a beautiful day, eh? We'll see you all next week. Breathe slowly and quietly. Calm your heart. Have a good day. Bye-bye. We'll just bow out first before we do that. Come bow. I forgot to bow. Go. And breathe out. Perfect. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.